Bobbie Nelson, and I've been in this Bible study a long time. So today I wanted us to think about doing a little activity as part of our time. And of course, it's very limited, so we're going to have to do it really fast. So I hope you'll participate with me on this. Psalms 121, verse 7 through 8 says, "He will watch over your life, and the Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore." In Psalms 40:31, we read, "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint." I chose a devotional this morning, which is something I deal with also, so I hope that we'll all be in the same boat together on this little project this morning. Do you believe God knows about your worries and anxieties, your fears and your concerns? I mean, do you really believe it? Sometimes it's really hard to remember that, isn't it? Sometimes I find it hard to remember when I'm going through a hard time. Sometimes we feel alone and we give up and we shut down. Or we adopt a belief like, if I can't see you, God, then you're not seeing me. You can't see me. It's like I saw on TV a couple of weeks ago a little video clip. It was a little toddler and a father playing hide and go seek. It was the cutest thing. The little girl was all dressed in her little jammies and she was playing with her daddy. And so she runs into her bed, jumps up on the bed, does a head dive straight into the pillows and the cushions and the stuffed animals, hiding her eyes from her dad. She had a belief while buried under those plump pillows and little stuffed animals, she had a belief that if I can't see him, then he can't see me. So while she was burrowing down on that body, her little body, and her little pajama bottom was sticking up in the air, she was certainly not aware of how the real world works at all. Innocent, sweet, lacking awareness of how the world really works, she really believed her dad could not see her if she could not see him. The father found it so precious that he made a little video clip and it ended up on TV. God must chuckle sometimes when he sees some of our antics. As a loving father, he knows how the real world works. He too sees our childish efforts to hide from our problems, our weariness, our hurts and worries and fears. I can sometimes imagine him just saying, "I know how the real world works. I made it. Who do you think you're hiding from? I am still here. I hear you. I see you. I understand your frailty and pain, and I'm right here to bring you peace." So now I thought we would do, if you're willing to participate, a quick little exercise. I've kind of been into art, so I know the benefit of doing some drawing and sketching. Sometimes it opens up your thinking in a new way. So I thought, well, we'll just do a little sketch today, a couple of little sketches. And these little sketches you don't have to be Michelangelo or Rembrandt or Picasso. No one's going to see it but you. And it's going to be a very quick, like 2-minute sketch. So I hope this activity will help us focus and identify. I want you to think about one issue that is making you feel drained or anxious or worrisome to you. Maybe it's a problem you're trying to solve. Maybe it's a fear, a relationship conflict, some situation that you can think about and something that's causing you some anxiety. And what we're going to do is take a few seconds to think about what your issue is and then make a quick, like 2-minute sketch or less, a quick sketch representing that problem for you. And then we will, when we finish that side, then we'll do another side. So on the left-hand side, you can do a quick sketch. And I even brought a timer. And while you get started, I'm going to grab it really fast. Forgot my timer. Excuse me. Okay, some of you are either very quick sketchers, didn't have a pen, or didn't want to do it, but at least you're probably thinking of something at least. So, all right, the second side of your paper on the right-hand side, now I'd like you to see if you can sketch a representation of this same problem, the same issue in the future when it now has been resolved. Think of how it will look in the future when it's resolved. Okay, so after sketching, sometimes you might see things in a new, broader perspective, or at least identify what the problem really is that you're worried about or concerned about. You might have understood something new about that issue, or you might have seen how God is going to be working in the future. Sometimes we identify that there is nothing. It is God who's going to solve that problem. Sometimes we might identify something that we could contribute to make that problem, to fix that issue or make that problem better. So sometimes when we're burdened, sometimes when we have a problem, we just swirl around and around viewing the problem over and over again, unable to solve it, getting stuck deeper and deeper into the dark vortex of anxiety. We can get sucked pretty far down. Sometimes our brains and emotions just shut down and won't allow us to open up the parameters of our thinking. It's easy to forget God's promises, to forget that a loving God is waiting to help us. He's still there. He's just like we know the water is still in Corpus Bay, even if we can't see it on a dense, foggy morning. God is still there too, even if we think, I can't see you, God, so you can't see me. He sees, he hears, he knows. He lifts us up out of that vortex of pain and confusion and provides the wind beneath our wings. I'd like to go back to our verses again. Psalms 121, 7 and 8, as a repeat. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. And Isaiah 40, 31, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. And another favorite of mine is, and I title it like this, When in a Fix, Philippians 4:6, telling us not to be anxious, but with thanksgiving and prayer to submit our requests to God, and he will hear them. Thank you for participating.